Hello world! Way of Time here, bringing to you another episode of EEPower. Now, as you see, I have this pretty much rigged up and everything. Not going to change a thing right now. I have uranium cells in this and whatnot. And there seems to be a thaumatic slime that is becoming a real nuisance. Now let's see, this is at its full power, so I'm just going to turn, I'm not sure, is this on or not? I'm just going to go with, now this is easier to see, on, off. Now we see that this glorified buffer is working very well and dandy, it's fulfilling its purpose. But we should do other things that don't quite involve industrial craft as much, since some of you might be getting sick of it. So what we're going to do is do a few alterations to this design if we have enough energy. We'll need a stack and a half to start. Woo! That's good. So let's see how we can improve this. I'll just let that run a bit. And then see, we have 4 relays to start off with. That might not be enough, but let's just grab a condenser from over here. I think it's done condensing what it was meant to. Yeah, that's good. Dilly dally. And let's put some of this useless stuff that we don't need in here. That, who needs that, blah. And okay, so we got a condenser and a pane in the rear. So we can go over, make a few condensers, and try to start with a different type of alchemical design. And I just screwed up the design entirely, so I'm going to need to make another condenser if I don't have one. Be right back a second. Okay, we got a few energy condensers. We'll just keep that going, and 5 should be enough to start off with. It'll actually, well, it will be 5 since we have one in there anyways. 6, I don't know. I'm a little confused, but that's how I usually start off things with. Put that back, and let's try to attempt to get our next relay arrangement started. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to have everything situated. I might have a shovel in here. Shovel, no shovel. So let's deconstruct this entire rig, drain out all of the remaining EMC from it, and then get started on a new design. Now you're probably confused at why I am doing this at this early stage in the game, though you will not be confused in a second. We'll get all of our collectors, the 17 collectors that we have, and I think it would probably be a very good idea to dig in a bit. And who needs a shovel? When we have cobble! Cobble at demand. Wow, I royally screwed that up. Now let's dig up a little channel so that we will know what we'll be able to do. I'm thinking we're going to need to go a few layers deep. Let's see. That. We're going to need 4, 5, 6 layers deep. 7, actually. Wait, I'm confusing myself. Let's see. 4, 8. So we're at 3. And let's just, you know, I kind of have something that is meant to do these jobs. So let's put it to a royal pane and just dig down a bit deeper. Now what I'm going to be doing is making way for a solar checkered board arrangement. It won't be too difficult, and you'll see the end result when I finally get this pane in the rear done. But I am hoping that it will end up well enough. So, solar checkered board, pardon the intrusion, solar checkered board arrangement. What it's going to have to start off as is we have a good base material and a lot of energy collectors, and we have a lot of relays. So the solar checkered arrangement, it starts off with an alchemical chest, then a relay goes on top of it, then a collector goes on top of that. Now we're going to have to figure out where we're going to have every single thing, so let's layer them so that we don't get confused in the future. I'm going to have it as a red power tube system. Shut up. Don't even go there. Red power tube system, so the tubes will be here. Then we'll have filters on top of them, and it'll be pulling items from an alchemical chest. Then there will be the relay on top of that. And then we can finally have a good base of what we're doing. Getting the basics, one step at a time. Okay, relay here, and we will have enough energy in the future. Now let's just make another relay, because that is how we roll. Do I even have enough energy for another relay? Ah! I must give ye steak. Okay, we got enough for another relay, even though it kind of killed us. We had to give it steak. But we will be generating enough EMC in the future. Now, every relay has to be surrounded by 5 collectors. That is a rule. That will generate the most amount of EMC a second, because relays generate the most EMC a second when you have collectors around them. And good start. Now, the trick is that... Okay, the trick being that the more relays you have per collector, the better it is, as long as they are all surrounded. So, we have one relay up there, so let's put another relay up there. And surround that with collectors. Not there, because there's one there, so both of these relays have 5 on each of them. So there. Now, we'll have that as the end of the checkered board. In fact, this is probably confusing you guys, so we should start with a standard checkerboard arrangement first, then we should layer on top of it another checkerboard. So we have one there, and another there, and there, and there, and that should be good. I'll clear this out, and we can continue onwards in this direction. A little messy, I'm sure, but hey, don't sue me. You're the one watching this crazy person with no personality playing Minecraft. It's your fault. Anyways, okay, so we got relays there, and more condensers to go under the relays to soak up the energy that will be being produced. And we need to surround these with more collectors. Those have 4 collectors all on them, so we put more on the top so that we can collect the latent energy, all the latent energy needed in the condensers. Now let's see, this one, not this one. This one will be generating a bit of eternalist fuel. It'll be the one that's going the fastest right now. Still going at a slow rate, that's to be sure, but there is still some latent energy in that. So now, let's place one more, and we might be able to show how the checkered board thing goes. We need just 2 more collectors there. No, 1 more. Anyways, I'll continue. So let's place one more. We got one in there, and there. So let's place one here to continue the checkered board arrangement. And there. So when this gets more eternalist fuel, it'll be able to get the energy that's seeping from this Mach 3 relay. It's in there right now. And one more collector on top there. So you guys are probably a bit confused at how this is supposed to do anything whatsoever. Now, I am a little confused also because it is very hard to explain such a magnificent design. No, it's kind of bad. But anyways, I think I explained it before, so if I... Yeah, wait, shut up. Continue working. Okay. We'll still need some transposers to get stuff out there later, but that will come in a later time. Okay. So now that we have one layer of the checkerboard done, we should put the other layer on. these layers will basically be shifted from one another. So when it was relay, collector, relay, it'll now be collector, relay, collector. So place this one down, and now that it's all surrounded on each side, 5 sides with collectors. So we got that. Place one more down, down, and down, and every single relay that we currently have placed is surrounded by collectors on 5 sides. I gotta keep on saying that so that you guys can remember. We'll need to expand the hole a bit more, and we will need to put the other transposers and tubes on, though currently this seems like it is working. I might want to move it down once more so that we can have a glass thing at the glass thing, but we can just put glass tube glass covers. Yes, glass covers. Glass covers will be the best thing that we will be doing. Okay. There's another Eternalist fuel that we can put in a chest. So once all these have Eternalist fuel, we'll be able to continue. But in the meantime, we should get 6 of those thingamabobs. Yes, very technical term way. I can tell why you passed high school English. Okay, we're gonna need tubes. That much is a given. How many tubes? I'm not sure. Let's go with a nice round 40. Therefore, we'll need 40 redstone as well. And we'll need a transposer. Not just a transposer. We'll need 5. 6 actually. 6 transposers. So got all of our pneumatic tubes. Okay, redstone pneumatic tubes. Check. We're gonna need a timer. Guess I can craft that. And once we get our other transposer that we ordered. Come on. I ordered another transposer. We'll continue on after that. That should be good. Okay. I hate when systems get jammed. It was, for some reason, getting stuck on making a piston. Have no clue whatsoever of why that is, but I don't really care. Okay, these still need to get their Eternalist fuel upgrades, so let's get that. We got 3, we got a bit more, so let's put 1 in here, suck up the rest of those energies. 1 here. And 1 here. Okay, so we're now making some Eternalist fuel. Now we're gonna have to place transposers at every single one of these, and then we'll have redstone tubes going around connecting to every single one, so we'll be able to pull out all of the items. I think we'll need a screwdriver. It might be a very good thing to do. I think that's at the right end. I cannot tell. Oh, good timing. Not good timing, but anyways. So that. Okay, good. Yes, Wei, ye are a master at being an idiot. Not my fault. It was in the way. Okay, so we can bring that in around and put some of these covers there so that they won't connect. Bring this around so it'll go past. And then it'll need to connect with the rest of the stuff, obviously. Going around, round. And now that it's here, we're gonna have to bring the entire thing and bring it over to a chest near you. So bring it over here. You know, a shovel would be a lot easier. It has to be said. And I bet that I am going to be lacking 1 tube. Or having 1 tube left over. That is okay in my books. So let's place this down. We'll need to have our timer right here with one of those. Does it get past? No, it doesn't. Okay. Now, obviously, it only generates so much matter at such a quick time, so having this set to like 10 seconds might be the best thing. It'll limit lag slightly. It might be a bit slower, but this is what experimentation is supposed to be about. We have to experiment to see how long, how good our different systems are. Okay, so we're getting our first bit of eternless fuel to be going way over to our chest right there. And too bad the glass doesn't have Optifine's ability of making it nice and attached. So we might in fact bring the system down one level, though this is currently running at a pretty good pace. See, that is going pretty slowly. So having it running at any other pace, in fact having it running at a slower pace would probably be preferable. Now let's see. Less than 100 EMC a second. I am going to say that having it set to a minute will probably be the best bet so that we won't have a very big system lag. Now in the meantime, we can cover up the rest of our area because we'll be working with it eventually, figuring out how to get even more EMC. Now I'm not sure if currently this is a lot more EMC generated. I am not running the figures right now, no happy faces on my calculator, therefore I'm drawing a blank. Okay, speaking about blanks, let's go onwards to go to more impressive endeavors. At least I think so. Whew. Apparently spicy pizza is spicy. So, now the next thing that I am planning to design is, well, if any of you saw Slowpoke's live stream a couple days ago, I think it was during Saturday morning at 10 a.m., what was it? EST? EST, yes. Some of you guys probably was watching while I was playing on his live stream map thing. It was the Trial Master, what I was doing before. As you saw earlier, I had a video on my YouTube channel that was entitled The Trial Master, and basically you had 5 trials that you needed to complete. I'll try not to shake so much that you will get dizzy or something like that. Anyways, basically the Trial Master was a set of 5 trials where you could pretty much get a chance to join the Feed the Beast map team. Unfortunately, I wasn't added to that, but during the live stream I competed anyways to see if I would be one of the chosen ones. How did an Enderman get there? To see if I was the chosen one. The Enderman is trying to go for me. Anyways, see if I was one of the chosen one or people competing. Or getting for the... Anyways, going onwards. Now, some of you guys probably saw that I was making something to do with frames. Well, I am pretty good at frames, and I want to continue my frameness and try to do some more stuff with frames. Now, what I was trying to do was something that Slowpoke eloquently entitled The Swiss Army Knife of Frames. Basically, the idea is that this engine, even though it's not the most expensive part, it is useful in many different frame designs. So you can have it on a 3D printer, for instance, like the one over there, that head over there, or you could have it for a quarry, as you see it is on a quarry right now, or you could have things like a block mover, which I have used in the Trial Master video. I demonstrated, well, Now, in the Slowpoke stream, I didn't have much of an opportunity to demonstrate how well or how you actually use it. Because, being muted while not having a mic at all in that case is a little difficult to explain what the heck you're thinking, especially since frame machines are so intricate, it's almost impossible to tell how they work without having some sort of user guide on how they work. Now, this thing I've shown before. The other thing I have not. So, without further ado, I'm going to try to build that conveyor belt that you saw in Slowpoke's live stream. I might be able to put a link in the description for Slowpoke's thing, but for now, whatever. Now, I did make a hole in earlier, like a nice sizable 5x5 hole, and hey, I can use this timer later. Anyways, yeah, I won't even bother with that, and I won't even attempt to use this hole at all. So, also because it's too close to that thing down there for my comfort. I could build in that hole also, but I'd want to guarantee that this thing is totally functional. And anyways, I think we can all deal with another hole in our life. So let's change all of this into a nice 7x7 area. So 7x7. The reason I'm going for 7x7 instead of 5x5, this thing fits 5x5. Yes. Okay, good. The problem is that when you're disassembling and reassembling and attaching, this frame needs to be replaced, and there's no way to put covers back on it without being manual. You'd have to be manual to put the covers back on it, and that kind of does look awesome. Anyways, the lack of coverness would mean that if it goes down this hole, it would get stuck. So we will need a bigger hole in which to burrow down. Therefore, we are going down. So I'll just make a bit of a hole here, and then we can continue later. Okay, now I think this is probably a big enough area for us to work with. Now, you're probably wondering, why, oh why, Wade, did you make yet another big hole? Well, this thing will not be a big hole for too much longer. What I'm thinking of doing is making some sort of frame door that will be able to slide in, then go up. I'm not entirely sure on the specifications of how I am going to do this yet. Basically, the thing that I'm going to want to do is have something that will slide out. So, block here, frame here, it'll slide out. And then there'll be a frame motor going here that'll pull it up. Now when you press another button, it'll go down by a different frame motor that'll be right here. Let's actually have those imprinted. Slow mining. So 2 frame motors there. There'll be need to be wires and energy connectors that'll go there. So 2 frame motors. And there'll need to be a motor that will be probably around... I need a shovel. Like a motor around here and here to bring it out. So this will be the right motor, and this will be the left motor. And of course they will have their separate turningness. So that means that every single motor is not able to do anything, do squat, if you want to say it like that, without having the proper position of the frame. So that means I am going to have to do some fun 7. I think playing with logic circuits might be a fun alternative. But I am more comfortable with computers, I must say. So let's try to make all of the things that we will need. So 7x7, that will mean that it is going to be a huge door. Let's just leave those technical numbers there. And we are going to need to have 4 frame motors to start off with. So make the frame motors, that'll be good. And make, let's make a stack minus 4 of these frames. We have enough brass, bronze, whatever the hell it is called, to be able to create this. And I think this will need to be on. I think it is on, therefore we can just go onwards. Funny how many times I say on in a single sentence. On. Okay. Yeah, that's annoying. I must say I am regretting having that, hey, look, snow. Heh, wonder how that happened. I must say I'm regretting putting the iron dust and turning to iron ingots as an option in this entire assembly. Now, where is that bloody thing? It's probably here. So this is probably full, or was full, and was making a lot of stuff. Now, it doesn't have any upgrades, and it was slowing down the process a lot. So, hoping the final motor is there. If not, I will be a little pissed, and it's not there. Insert being pissed now. Now, the funny thing is, it had all of the required iron, but for some reason it sent it to the wrong location that needed it. So now I do have all of my frame motors, and I think we have everything that we need. Hang on, we still need to get... oh, hang on again. I'm going to temporarily disable something. You might want to look the other way. Ha ha. Ha ha, you're not going to like this. Okay, where is that? That might make things a bit easier, seeing as we still had a lot of diamond in our chest. So, what we should order right now is a battery box. I don't think we have enough energy. Wait, do we? No. Hang on, I think I have a battery box somewhere in my inventory that I currently cannot see yet again. These will be helpful, and we do have a battery box. So this battery box will be temporary storage as we test our machine to see how it works. So temporary storage system will go... we should dig out the entirety of this entire system. The entirety of this entire system. That doesn't sound exactly kosher. So, dig, dig, dig. We can put... Probably the battery box will go here. I'll have just a way to monitor everything while I'm back here. And in fact, I'll put down a few solar panels to catch the radiancy. And yeah, that'll be good. The energy will be able to go back up there. And let's have a temporary high-tech cable. Yes, I think this will be a very high-tech cable. And the fact that it will be a cable that is high-tech. Dig, dig, dig. You think by this time I'd be able to, you know, actually have something that works? Okay, frame motors going there and there, and there and there. Let's have a screwdriver to orient them going the correct way. We'll have this one, wait, I had it. This one going up, so I'll push it up. This one going down, so I'll push it down. And these will be facing this way. This will be the left, and this will be the right. And now we'll just need to put our frames in this thing. So I'll dig it out, then see how it goes. Needless to say, I do not like rain. or shovels that are almost broken. You have served me well there, Timothy. Okay, we got a nice little area in which we can work with, and I wish I didn't throw away my shovel so quickly because it is slightly needed right now. But no matter, it has served its purpose, rather. Ah! Okay, so we can dig out a bit more and place this right here as pretty much our starting point. Now we're going to need a nice wide amount, 7 by 7 as you know. So we can count it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. And we can go onwards and outwards and hopefully not kill ourselves. So yes, it is supposed to be connected to the ground, but I do see a problem with the fact that it is obviously not going to be dirt. I guess that won't have to be too much of a problem. Now the problem also that I have is that this will need to be glassed a little. And we're going to have this there, so let's paint all of this up. And I guess we can go on the other sides as well, but the other side will probably not need it as much. Okay, we got this. We can put this back in and actually have it powered. Come on, face the right way, you stupid thing. Wait, there we go. Okay, now lever, please. Guess I'm gonna have to kill my Canadian switch, aren't I? I don't want my switch to be removed. I kinda need it. So, initial testing for this frame abomination is a go. So, placing here, it'll move. Let's destroy this thing so that it won't connect. In fact, I'll need to destroy that entire thing. There we go. And 2 more poles should do it. Okay, got that. Now it can't do anything. As you can see, there's no way for it to attach. And we have this nice little thing in the way. Now to take this up, we'll put this here. And powered. And it's now up. And you can't really tell that there's anything wrong with it, other than this big gaping hole. Now if we try to lever it up anymore, it will not go because it's now not connected to any sort of frame. Now testing this, it'll go down. We can see. But trying it again, it will not go down at all because it's not attached to a frame. And finally, attaching this. How's that for a visual representation there, Smith? And to make everything work, we can probably just cover that, but we will have those frames peeking, frame motors peeking out a bit, but that's not too much of a worry since like the top of the frame thing will be like up here. Now the only thing that will be left to do is program some sort of logic for it, and we'll have to have some way to cover this up because yeah, it's ugly. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of EEPower. If you like what you see, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to give me a few more crystals for my troubles, and I am out of energy. Wave time here, signing off. Have a wonderful day.